Okay, so next video I'm going to make now is going to follow from my previous video that I just made. And today I want to talk about how to package your singles and also your sealed collection, and whether you are keeping them as a collection on the side, or whether you do want to resell them and you do want to send them off later down the track. What is actually the best way to look after and take care of these cards? Okay, so I'll be honest, I'm not really too sure how to work with sealed products, specifically like um, booster boxes, so ETBs, booster boxes, and big items like collective boxes, because they're a little bit tricky. So I'm not sure how the best way to kind of package them or send them off. So if you have any ideas or if you have any good experiences, please list them in the comments below, and I'd love to know. But in terms of like relisting booster bundles, obviously they're small, they're really easy to package, and so how I would send them off is just using lots of paper and using a actually right size box to package them in, and then I'd use a bubble wrap padded mail to be able to ship that through. Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how I would do a booster bundle box. But in terms of everything else, I'm not too sure, and I would like some help in the comments. But in terms of singles, obviously you have the card, and then you want to be able to put it in the penny sleeve, and then a top loader, and then from there top loader another little package bag to cover the top loader. And then from there, you seal it on top with a little bit of tape as well. Not plastic tape, like the paper tape. And then from there, I would pad it with some extra cards, so just some extra base cards. And then from there, I would tape it up again, so use some extra tape on top. And then from there, what I do from there. I think that's it, and then put it in a padded mail, and then send it off. And I think that's pretty much it for singles. So I think singles are a lot easier to be able to work with, and so that's how I was dealing with sport trading cards when I was selling singles off. But I think PSAs are the same. PSA slabs, make sure you've got the sleeve for it on top, and then make sure it is wrapped up securely in some bubble wrap, and then packaged into an envelope with padded sealing inside of it as well. And that's how I would deal with PSA slab cards, which are a little bit bigger in size. And yeah, just make sure the thickness of that padding or envelope is able to go through the mail. Otherwise, we'll have to pay extra for that mail, that postage. So I don't think I'm missing anything else in this. But yeah, that's exactly how you would go across mailing and sending across singles and sealed boxes. And I'd love to know if I have missed anything else in the comments. Please drop them below. I'm going to try and make some extra content tomorrow, which will be Monday the 22nd. That is the day that I'm leaving out for Shanghai, and while I'm in Shanghai, I'm planning to do some shopping around Pokemon. So I'm going to try and find some boxes, particularly the 151 Gen 3 ones, and have a look at any exclusive singles or any exclusive boxes. Obviously the Japanese have been really popular, and for me, I think the Chinese sets are going to be the next thing, because we've had, I can't remember what year it was, but early 2000s, the big Japanese hypes were a thing, and I will see how this video turns out, but going forward, I'm a real firm believer that the Chinese exclusive sets will be holding a lot of popularity, particularly on specific cards like the Gengar and the Pikachu, for example. There's certain cards of those that are really popular. It's different artwork from the current English sets and Japanese sets, and yeah, they look pretty cool. So I'm going to look into getting that, and I really am looking forward to documenting and sharing this with you, just to show my experience of getting Pokemon involved. And going forward, so I'll show you more here in Vietnam what the Pokemon market is also like here. So going forward, so you're going to see more of those kind of videos. So if you enjoy it, make sure to stay tuned, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.